Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB and Blue right on cue. Welcome to my channel, Watch With Me LB, where Blue and I give you fun, fresh, and funny rants, reviews, and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. How to Die Alone on Hulu. Natasha Roswell, girl, call me. We gonna go get some drinks and stuff. I'm trying to figure out if she was like, is she been spying on me? Like, why did this show hit so close to home? Like, I don't, let's talk about How to Die Alone, baby, because Melanie going through some things. How to Die Alone dropped on September 13th, and they released 4 episodes out of its 8-episode season. I'm not mad at that. I like that, okay? I appreciate it because I get a feel for everybody. I get to decide who I like, who I don't, who was wrong, who was right. If I would have did that, would I have not? In the 4 episodes, we meet Mel. Mel is a transportation agent at JFK Airport. Now, I don't know how one can get a transportation shuttle ride at the airport. I've always wanted one. I have always wanted to be just driven to my gate, baby. Pick me up outside, put my bags on the back, drive me to my gate. I can make sure the gate is there, okay? Because every time I go to the airport, even if I'm an hour early for my flight, I got to go see where my gate is, because the gate could have picked up and left and decided to go do something sketchy, and then I'm gonna miss my flight, not me. I want to ride. I want Mel to pick me up in a little golf cart, okay? And I want to press the horn, and I want the little light to be flashing on the back. Somebody comment down below and tell me how I can get one of them things. And do you have to be injured, infirm, or elderly to get one? Okay, because if I'm healthy and able-bodied, I still just want one. I don't know. Mel is giving Bridget Jones, baby, always into the shenanigans and the hijinks. What is going on with Mel, baby? Because she just tried to get into the door of her job, and the people act like they ain't seen her before. They know good and well they done seen Melanie in there with her curly bops. She has a best friend who works at Hudson News by the name of Rory. Rory is a trust fund baby. He just needs a job to qualify for his trust fund. Yeah, we can only be so lucky. Hi, Rory? Okay. Melanie's birthday in the beginning of the show, and she's not in the mood, okay? I turned 40 this year. I wasn't in the mood, okay? I did give me a cake now, because, you know, they get notified that Lizzo is in the airport, baby. So she said, what do I have a golf cart in the airport if I can't run people over to go see Lizzo, okay? She's trying to go see them giddies, all right? Now, you know, everywhere you work, they have somebody who knows everything. So Big Titty Tina is the person at the airport with that, and she told them that Lizzo was there. So they go in the golf cart, they riding, and hijinks ensue, because that's how Melanie lives her life. She lives her life on the edge, okay? It be a soft-ass edge, but she lives it on the edge. Some kind of way my girl knock over a Apple display in the place, right? And now she got to go to her boss because she getting written up. Her boss is Alex. Alex is her old spooky. They still have a little smoldering, okay? He be looking at her and she be looking at him. Now, before Mel got into the Apple display shenanigans where she had to get written up in Alex's office, she had gotten an email that Alex is engaged and she is invited to their destination wedding in Maui. Melanie is confused because if I break up with you, okay, you're supposed to just be miserable until further notice, okay? She didn't expect Alex to go ahead and move on with his life. Not only move on with his life, move on to his future wife, okay? And that had upset her and her homegirl. Now she's sitting in Alex's office and they looking at each other longingly, flirting and stuff. Early on in this first episode, we also meet Patty. Patty works at the airport in the same department as she is also, I'm assuming, a transportation agent. Melanie hates Patty, okay? The feeling is mutual on Patty's end. I don't know how they got the beefing, but they were coming through the door at the same time, and neither one of them wanted to let the other one pass. And Patty called Mel a loser, and then Mel flipped off. And I can't wait to see what other hijinks ensue with them two. I don't know what the hell Patty's problem is. I do know that Patty's a snitch. In addition to her BFF Rory, she has some other partners at the airport. We got Terrence, who appears to be just the sounding board, you know, voice of wisdom in the crew. And then we got Sean and another dude. I don't know his name right now, but they foolish, okay? They the you know, they the crossing guards, you know what I'm saying, for the airplanes and stuff. Shout out to the airport cousins. If you work at the airport, comment down below and let me know how you like working at the airport, and like, do y'all be sneaking and doing all kind of stuff? Because they were sneaking and doing stuff in this show, and I would get into all kind of hijinks if I worked at the airport. Rory tells Mel that he can't go out for her birthday because he gotta go and do something for his daddy. His daddy is the one that runs the whole airport. Whole time, right, Rory and Mel and the rest of her little crew at the airport, they've been thirsting and drooling over airport bait. This fine ass black man that be wearing fitted caps and trench coats and Nike Jordans and stuff. And then Rory met him in the bathroom. Rory said, "Nice shoes," like talking to the fine man. And the fine man was like, "Sex." And then Rory was like, "Oh, I thought you said sex." And then the fine man was like, "If I say sex, you'll know it." What? Don't play with me like that, sir. Melanie said, "You know what? I'm gonna do what grown people do. I'm gonna go to IKEA." She went and got her a little piece. Now, you know the thing with IKEA? You're on your own, baby. It's like, unless you pay us or you pay TaskRabbit, you better get these 30,000 screws out this bag and this little wooden dowel and get the clacking. And she can't pay for the damn thing. She got to put it on between 72 different cards because the homegirl is having a little financial difficulty. Now, let me tell you how real this show got for me immediately. We only in the first episode. When Melanie is trying to drag this heavy ass IKEA thing home to her apartment, we're hearing her mama leave her a voicemail. And her mama said, "Hey girl, call me back so you could tell me how to record the John Legend singing show. Because if my mom and daddy don't call me 72 times a day to ask me how to get from Netflix to back to the cable so my daddy can watch football, or why my daddy ink cartridge, he trying to print in black, but it's telling him that he can't print in black because he need a color cartridge, and if I could do something about it, because the printer won't let him print because his cartridge is low, but he don't need nothing in color right now. And then I need to go run and get a cartridge and stuff." I said, "Girl, is everybody mom and daddy like that? Comment down below and let me know, because baby, I be having to reprogram my mom and daddy whole house. But you got to do it because it's your mom and your daddy, and I love my mom and daddy. I'm obsessed with them. That's why I'm in Louisiana now, because they refuse to leave, child. If they decided that they wanted to go live somewhere else, I'd be gone, okay? But nah, they want to be stuck here. So now I got to be eating all this good ass food while my back expands. It's really unfortunate." Homegirl puts her little unit together, and we kind of meet her neighbor Tamika, but we hear Tamika getting her ass clapped through the walls, okay? Shout out to people with thin walls. I'm so sorry for y'all. Oh, baby, I shared walls with somebody who was at it like rabbits all the time, and I was about to fight them, for real. I'm not even joking. I had knocked on their door several times. I said, "You either gonna bring me in or you gonna shut it up, okay? Because I ain't got time. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I got class, okay?" Anyway, I done told y'all all my business. Let me mind y'all business. What's wrong with y'all? Then, to make matters worse, she got a big ass rat. That fucking rat looked like an Old Navy flip flop. She had ordered her some Chinese food and she was having some crab rangoons on the floor while she was putting her little thing together. So she had called him Remy from Ratatouille, and I was like, that shit is accurate because that's a big ass rat. He looks quite capable, okay? He looks like a full grown man with a gym membership. But the rat came in and was like, "Girl, give me a little piece. Like, you know, I live in the walls. Like, let's not play games. Like, you eat, I eat, okay?" So she chased the rat off while the rat was trying to get in her box. Like, the rat was right there by the box. Mel picked up the rangoon and ate the rangoon, okay? And I was confused because why would you do that? Are you trying to get the bubonic plague? Like, you trying to bring it back, Mel? As she was eating the rat grazed crab rangoon, that IKEA piece fell on her and knocked her ass out cold, okay? I don't know if IKEA had agreed to that, because that's not really a good look for IKEA, but you do be having to strap their stuff down to the wall because it will tip over, okay? IKEA say, "Baby, we Swedish. We ain't really, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really set up for that New York life." Remy probably got one of his little rat friends to push that shit from the backside, okay? If that don't teach you nothing else, don't eat no food that a rat was buying Melanie, girl. It ain't that real. It's really not that real, girl. I will Uber eat you something. She wake up at the hospital confused about what the hell is going on, because she got one side of her face all tore up. She got her arm in a sling, and she's confused about why she in the hospital. Turns out she died for 3 minutes, and they had to resuscitate her. So we meet Elise. Elise is the lady that's next to Melissa in the hospital room. You know, they gotta share a room. So they separated by a curtain. So she doesn't actually see Melissa, and Melissa doesn't see Elise. But Elise is like a little wizard, okay? She like a little oracle, okay? Because she start dropping knowledge on Melissa like bomb. So she is, you know, talking to Melissa about how there are 3 kinds of deaths. There's the death when you lose somebody. There's the death when people stop caring about you, and there's the death when you stop caring about yourself. And so that brings out this conversation amongst the two of them about how they're both very similar, right? Melissa was like, "I'm scared of everything. I'm scared to fly." And then Elise was like, "Girl, I was scared to fly too, until I was like, fuck that shit. I got to go somewhere. I don't be here every day." And when my life flashed before my eyes, I'm gonna see something. I said, girl, you better do it, Miss Elise. That's right, girl. You better put your wig on and hit the road, baby. So, but Elise is like really nice to Melissa, and Melissa seems to really like Miss Elise, even though they haven't seen each other. They behind the curtain. So, baby, they're getting cool through the curtain. And then, you know, Melissa said, girl, listen, we should just be friends, bro. I don't have nobody I can give a shit about. And people are not really there for me. And you seem like a really cool person. Like, what if we just be each other person? And then the next thing you know, Elise dead. I said, well, damn, the timing on that thing was just poor. That was just bad timing. At least they. So then we meet Melanie's brother. Okay, Melanie has a brother. He's on a date with a girl. Melanie called and said, baby, you need to come pick me up. He come pick her up and got a bad attitude. Sir, I have a concussion and a broken rib. Save your fucking attitude right now. I don't have time. Okay, so they get into it and, you know, you need to get your shit together. I would love for you to call me when you don't have nothing to do. And, you know, they getting into it. They bed button heads. Melanie said, you know what? Get out the car. I would rather be murdered than to ride in this car with you. Get out. I'm just going to take my chance. She goes into a bar. She said, baby, guess what? Give me all the alcohol. Just put it on. Just put a funnel in my mouth and pour it down my throat. She's really feeling sad and really upset because, you know, that's a lot. Okay, it's her birthday. She died on her birthday. That gravestone would have been fucked up. She ended up crying at the end of the bar. She was like, girl, I am broke. I don't have a good job. The only person I ever really cared about is getting married. I don't got no money. My job is terrible. I got rats in my apartment. I got a yeast infection. It's just all kind of shit going on right now. And I just am very upset about it. She boo crying at the end of the bar. Instead of the bartender, whose name is Allie, saying this baby needs better help, get betterhelp.com. She says, you know what? I can see that you're a good person. I'm gonna give you my number. We could be cool, right? So they gonna be friends. I feel like at this point in the show, we done met the whole cast of characters, I believe. No, we didn't. We didn't meet Bubba. Oh, Bubba. So Melanie has been giving Elise's stuff on accident. She went to the bar and realized she got all Elise's wallet, credit cards, clothes, all the shit, right? So she said, well, shit, I'm about to go be nosy. I ain't got shit else to do. So she go over there to Elise's house. Elise got a nice little house, babe. She got plants and records and photographs. It looks very like African American. Elise has a little dog named Boa, and it's some kind of doodle. I don't know if it's a golden doodle like my baby Bluesy, but it's some kind of doodle. And she said, you know what? Elise can't take care of you, baby. Elise said she didn't have no children, nobody. It was just her. She was solo dolo. I'm gonna take Bubba home with me. I said, well, Lord, I'm worried about Bubba because he's gonna be asleep on his side and the little rat gonna bite his toe. I don't know what happened when a rat bite a dog, but I don't think nothing good could come from that. You know what I mean? So we know that Mel is down on her luck. We know that she's having some money troubles. Melanie said, you know what? Credit card fraud. That's it right there. I'm gonna have to commit a crime, bro. Melanie said, I'm about to go ahead and steal Elise's credit cards, okay? What she gonna do? She not even here. She not gonna know. Who gonna tell her? I'm gonna just go ahead and use the credit cards that this dead lady have, and I'm gonna be at my home where I am registered to live, okay? And use her cards after the lady died. No paper trail. What paper trail? What you talking about? I ain't do that. Like, why would she do that? I don't know why Melanie did that. Melanie is in pain, baby, and she said, you know what? I'm gonna take these Percocets. All right, they gave me them Perkies, and I'm about to use them. Now, she does have a fractured rib, and I know that is super painful. Don't sneeze, because you will be at the gate with St. Peter. Y'all be trying to work things out. You will die, baby. She took the Perkies, and it just changed her life. I'm not telling you what to do, cousins. I'm not telling you what to do. Everybody that's watching this show, hopefully, is a grown adult. But if they give you Percocets and stuff, don't take that shit. Don't take it, especially if you know you have an addictive personality. I have an addictive personality. If something is good to me, fantastic. Give me 14 more. Pour them down my throat, baby. Don't ask. Just, yes, I do want more. So that's why I know I could never try drugs, even if I wanted to, because I would be Wanda from Holiday Heart before I know it, okay? Melanie took the Percocets, baby. She was outside breakdancing on the curb. Now all her medicine is gone and she got to go to work. And if you have taken those drugs before, you know they gonna do the job. They gonna get the job done. So she go to work. And she trying to get everybody in on trying to find her some additional drugs. Rory been calling Melanie and trying to figure out where she at. He hasn't heard from her since her birthday when he ditched her to go get his back blown out. So Rory running all around trying to find Melanie. Melanie ignoring his calls and his text messages. So Rory hasn't seen Melanie and doesn't know that she got injured, right? So everybody in the airport that made up a story about what's going on with Melanie. Somebody said she got in a gang fight. Rory and Mel decided to make up because, you know, he ended up telling her that he was getting his back blown out, and then she just kind of let it go or whatever because she wants the drugs, okay? Drug seeking behavior 24 hours after she done took the pills, okay, or 3 days. I don't know how long it's been. It ain't been a business week. Or she go to Rory and ask if he know where to get some drugs, and he was like, bitch, I don't. Fuck I look like. Rory take her down to the confiscation station in the airport where they take all stuff that you're not supposed to have in your bag, in your luggage. So they go in there, and ain't nothing but bone and hams and rump roast and goddamn goat legs and stuff in the confiscation room. And they're like, bro, where all the drugs at? Right? So they meet Chavez. Chavez work in the room or whatever. And he was like, we ain't got that down here. Like, you got to go somewhere else for that. Chavez tell Mel and Rory they got to go to TSA. So Mel said, you know what, before I go, can I take this ham with me? Y'all ain't gonna do nothing with it. Let me get this ham out you. Chavez said, girl, that is a $4,000 ham. But you cute, so you go ahead and take it. They have a little flirty. They find out through the two dudes that work at the, you know, that they have to go see the Birdman. The Birdman, I don't know if that's a real job or not. Somebody comment down below, or maybe I'm gonna do my own Google job because Google is free. That's an actual job. Just a man who has a falcon. Is it a falcon? A hawk? Has a bird of prey who scares off birds that could get sucked into the wings of airplanes to like damage the planes. Now I just wanna say, all right, Melanie and her drug-seeking behavior. Love Mel down? Yeah. Love her down. Her drug-seeking behavior got 17 additional people out here looking for drugs. Well, okay, they all about to lose their job. Don't take them pills. I'm telling you what I know. This could be you, bro. Don't risk it all. Just go take your buku ibuprofen and make sure you put something on your stomach so the lining of your stomach don't get messed up. Because, baby, once you take them things... And so he gives them another lesson on lift, thrust, drag, and speed. Lift, drag, on how planes fly. It's very inspirational to Mel. Mel said, baby, I got to get my shit together. I can't be out here letting IKEA furniture almost kill me. I ain't trying to go out like that. And she said, baby, I'm a think like a falcon. Okay, I'm gonna be outside on my falcon shit. And I'm gonna have lift, thrust, drag, and weight. Sometimes when you do hijinky shenanigans, they come back and bite you in your ass. When Melanie took that $4,000 ham out the storage room, it got back to the president of JFK. Okay, that's also Rory's daddy. Okay, Mr. Cohen, he know about all the things. Ain't no hijinks gonna happen in his airport that he don't allow. Okay, so he brought Mel and Rory into his office and said, what the fuck you stole a ham for? Nah, why aren't you in this program called the High Flyers? Like a management training program that the airport has. And Melanie was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. It's no big deal. The dad actually seems pretty cool. Rory got attitude, okay? I don't know what's going on with them. I'm sure we're gonna find out later. The president of JFK, Mr. Cohen, Rory daddy, enrolls her in the program. So by the time she get back down to Alex's office, where she been gone for 17 days, baby, I don't know too many people that work at the airport that get to have a 5-hour break. Well, she was gone half the day. Alex and Melanie having a nice little encouraging / flirty moment. Here come Patty ass running in there looking just like old girl from All That. What's her name? Ready to snitch, okay? Top flight security of the world. She got a flashlight ready to shine somebody right damn now. She like, oh Lord, she was doing drugs in the room with Alex. Oh Jesus, I can't breathe. Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Like she can't even breathe. Her IBS started acting up on her. She had to go leave so she could go take a shit. I said, girl, won't you be concerned about your internal, you know what I'm saying, regulation, girl. I'm trying to snitch on people. On the way back home from work where it did not work, Rory and Mel say they're gonna be more honest with each other and they're gonna be better friends to each other. So Mel tells Rory that she shouldn't have broke it off with Alec. Rory says, you know, me and Airport Babe, we getting real cool. Like, we talk on the phone. He coming down here to see me. Like, it's really getting serious. And they both, you know, there for each other. Then Rory gonna say, I hate that my dad can see the good in my friends and not me. And because of that, I don't want you to do the High Flyers management program. Pause. Telling me because you and your daddy got beef, I got to be broke? How the fuck that makes sense? First of all, you a millionaire. Okay, you getting a trust fund. She ain't got no fun. And she ain't no fun, okay? I was saying F-U-N-D and then F-U-N, okay? She got some stuff she got to work out. She live in the real world. Second of all, bitch, this is better for her career. Like, that's better for her. It's gonna make her feel better. And you don't want her to feel better because you don't like how her daddy, how you and your daddy is treating each other. Your daddy seem to be like a cool dude. It seem to be you, Rory. Okay, it seems to be like it's a Rory problem. Like, let's be real, Roars. And she was like, okay, cool. I won't do the program no more. Huh? So to end her day, Mel's smoking a little weed, okay? And she calls Alex on the phone. And they having a little flirty cute in the middle of the night. And Alex gonna hit her with, well, yeah, I thought you lost my number because you ain't called me in such a long time. And Mel was like, yeah, I'm trying to be respectful of your situation. You got a whole ass fiance. And Alex was like, well, yeah, man, we friends. First of all, pause. Let's be real, Alex. Let's be real, Alexander. If you saw her titties, y'all ain't no coming back from that. You done saw her titties, okay? It ain't no coming back from that. Have you looked down her vaginal canal? You can't come back from that. Y'all can't be friends now. No. 9 times out of 10, the friendship ain't gonna work. We gonna end up back where we started, okay? We gonna end up in that thing, okay? It's time for Melanie to start the High Flyers management program. She ended up being an hour late to the damn first day of the management program because you was down there with your little friends, okay? Get it together, Mel. So she gets to the thing and she's paired up with Chavez from the food confiscation area. So they talking about, getting to know each other. What was the challenge that you had? Tell me all about yourself. How do you work with others and stuff like that? And so through that, we learn about the job that Mel had before coming to work to the airport. She was a server at a restaurant. And that's actually where she met Rory. We see that Mel's boss at the time at the restaurant was a piece of shit. Rory encouraged her to stand up for herself and to also quit her job, right? And I was like, so who gonna pay the bills? I don't know. We also see a flashback of her when she first got to the airport and she first got over there with Alex, right? Alex trained her on how to drive the little golf cart and drive all the people around. And you could tell the chemistry with them was really great, right? And they hit it off, right? And then, matter of fact, he hit that ass. So, but I do want to say, shout out to a plus size love scene. Yeah, okay? Plus size women get their back blown out too, baby. And they need to be on TV more, okay? I really enjoy that. I really like that. I want to see more of that. Go out to eat. They have a great time. We see a scene of them at a restaurant where they just really into each other. And Alex tells Mel that he loves her. And that just completely freaks Mel out. She's like, no, you don't. Just can't even accept that's a man like Alex or a man at all, any damn body could really love her, right? And because Alex was like, listen, we gotta go tell HR that we're dating. I'm ready to take it to the next level. Let's move this thing along. I really love you. And she just shut him down like brick wall and really ended things with him because she just couldn't accept his love for her. And that made me so sad for Mel, bro, because you could really tell Alex really was loving her down. And I was like, bro, just be thanks and continue to get your back blown out. Why are you taking it away all together? Be strategic, Melanie girl. Mel had got a hospital bill for $970,000, something crazy, right? She was in the hospital for 15 minutes. You know how that go. She has insurance, but the bill came back $30,000 or something. So she calls Rory and says, hey, your daddy rich, you rich. Can you co-sign on this loan for me? And Rory was like, no, I don't really feel comfortable. And Mel was like, I bet. So she felt some kind of weight about that. Then we also got a flashback of right before she started the management program of her girls kind of encouraging her, telling her that Rory asking her not to take the class was fucked up, right? And that a friend wouldn't do that, right? Because a friend would say, better yourself. Don't sacrifice bettering yourself for my relationship with my dad. That was some weird shit anyway. The bartender and her neighbor Tamika, the girls I'm talking about. So now Rory's at the house. It's a little awkward right out the gate. Rory gonna see her in her little managerial blazer with her shoulder pads and say, well, who gave you a talk show? I ain't like that. I know you asked me not to, but I did the management program. That's what set the shit off. Because Rory was like, I don't never ask you for nothing. All I asked is that you not take this class. My relationship with my daddy is weird. It's not calculating. It's not calculating for me. I don't understand what one have to do with the other. They start going tit for tat, right? And so Rory's beef is that it's difficult to be Mel's friend because he is her only friend. And he feels like he has to pretend that he doesn't have a social life or anything to do outside of Mel because it's gonna hurt her feelings. Mel says, you be fucking ditching me, bro. We were supposed to go to Hamilton, you had to go get your cuticles trimmed back. We were supposed to go to the mall and you had got your back blown out. You always flaking on me and you're never there for me when I need you. When it counts, you ditch me on my birthday to go get your back blown out. So they both were going back and forth, kind of letting it all spill out because it's been very awkward at times between them. And yeah, they was cool and yeah, they would get into hijinks, but they would hide things from each other, tell each other half truths, kind of not be all the way real with each other. And it's kind of spilling over now. And so Rory tells Mel, You know how hard it is to be the only thing standing between you and loneliness. I'm not your fucking boyfriend. She was like, bitch, you're not even my real friend. Like, you're not my friend at all. Now, let me tell you how childish I am, okay? In my mind. Remember I had told you? Girl, be real, okay, L. Remember I told you Rory brought food over to the house. He was getting ready to leave. I said, Rory, you better not take that food. I know that. You better leave that food on the counter. Don't take the food from my girl Mel, bro. So I was like thinking about the food in the middle of this argument. During the argument, the song It Was Friends Who Broke My Heart by James Blake was playing in the background. Do you know how much James Blake literally lives inside of my tear ducts, and he be inside pushing them out, okay? He pushes out my tear ducts individually from each eye. James Blake be making me cry, bro. I used to cry when I heard Retrograde. You remember Retrograde from back in the day? That song still slaps to this day. So Melanie is at work and she is transporting a girl who is on her way to New Orleans. She's on her way to a bachelorette party. Pull up to the destination, and wouldn't you know it, the girl riding in the cart with Mel is the bridesmaid to the woman that's marrying Alex, her spooky. Okay, so now Melanie is face to face with the woman that's marrying her man. Awkward, it's very awkward. So she done told all her business to the bride friend. You know the bride friend gonna tell the bride. Next thing you know, on the intercom for the airport, the whole terminal is on lockdown, right? Turns out there's a little girl missing. She's like an unaccompanied minor or something, and she's missing, right? So everybody got to be stuck there. They ain't got nothing to do, they stuck there. They can't go nowhere. So she go down there to Carlos, the ham babe, okay? Ham babe and her been flirting at the management class. So they have a little cute little confiscated charcuterie date, okay? They got confiscated grapes, ham, cheese. They talking, they laughing. Melanie decides, you know what? It's time for me to give you my draw. Carlos is like, hell yeah, bro, I've been waiting. Okay, so he goes down on her. And in the voiceover that we hear of her talking about her experience, his dumb ass doing the alphabet. So she's not into it, okay, at all. And earlier in the episode, she was trying to dream of, like, think about him while she was doing, you know, rubbing one up. You know what I'm saying? And it just wasn't curling over. It just ain't click for her. So now he's actually in the situation, and it still ain't clicking because she giving us a play-by-play of what's happening while he's doing what he's doing to her. So then it's time for them to actually have sex. And when I tell you uno, dos, finito, okay, literally, okay, and he was looking like, yeah, girl, I know you like that. Melanie's face, she was like, did you start yet? Like, what? Baby, let's move this luggage out the way. Let's actually fight. Let's scrap. Okay, I will hit you in your face with a confiscated goat leg. Don't play with me. And she was already talking about how she don't want to shit where she eats. She don't want to get with nobody at work because she did that already and it didn't work out. She ended up going against that with one hit or quit of Carlos. And then to make matters worse, she finds out he is married. And he looking at her like, well, what's the big deal? I mean, yeah, I'm married, but I'm not married to you. Like, what you worried about it for? And she was like, you know what? That's my bad. That's what I get for not listening to myself and sticking to what my plan was. Melanie ends up finding the little girl and like really is encouraging to the little girl. She's great with kids. She put the little girl on a cart. She bring the little girl back where she gotta go, and the terminal is not on lockdown anymore. She's at home kicking it with the girls. They decide that it's time for Melanie to get back out there, baby. We gotta get them swipes together. Let's get back on them dating apps. One of her friends posts a picture, and then she starts the swiping. She's seeing this dude, nah, that's not him. Seeing that dude, nah, that's not him. She swipes and she sees her brother. She's like, well, excuse me, bro. So her friends are like, well, what's the problem? His ass is married. And so that's where the episode ends. Overall, y'all, I love the show. It's a really great show. It was funny. It's heartfelt. Soundtrack fire. Really close to home. Okay, as somebody who's been single for quite some time and who has decentered men in her life, it can be lonely from time to time. More often than it's not. I'll be having a great time over here. Yeah, and I really was feeling Mel. Like, she was getting on my nerves, but I also love her down. But I also saw a lot of myself in Mel because I'm so awkward too, bro. I don't be knowing what to say like sometimes, and I just do awkward things. Comment down below and let me know what you thought of episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the show overall. Let me know if you are a fan of Mel, what you think about Rory. Let's get into it. I'm gonna talk to y'all in the comments. I'm gonna talk to you later. Bye.